I've been using the original G900 for 5 years, and I've swapped to lighter and newer mice like the Pulsar Xlite V2 Mini at almost half the weight. And even after 5 years, returning to the old king of wireless mice, I improved my aim. The G900 has an ambidextrous design with two side buttons on both sides, which can be blocked, with a grip a concave shape that seats my thumb and fingers comfortably. Pressing in, there are some creaks, but the mouse is still solid. Where my fingers have been in constant contact and use, the matte finish is polished to a shine, but the ridges and the shape of the mouse still allow for a good grip. And the primary left mouse click, which is subject to a lot of tapping, for those top shot semi-automatics in FPS games, has a lot of shine compared to the right click. The scroll wheel has left and right tilt buttons and the hyperfast scroll wheel. When out of the hyperfast scroll, the scroll wheel has large tactile bumps. The newer version of the G903, in comparison to the older G900, is missing the power play puck, a proprietary charging solution. I use Volta cables and the battery still lasts a couple of days. Instead, underneath you find the profile button, which I have only found handy to easily switch to the regular mouse controls due to my extremely high DPI of 3950, allowing other people to use the mouse without flailing about, like a fly repeatedly hitting clear glass. And the stock feet are horrible in comparison to the mouse feet available today. So after 5 years, all the G900 got was some shine and ceramic mouse feet. And thanks for putting some shine on the subscribe and like buttons. Other than muscle memory, why do I still use the G900? It's for productivity. The G900 has 8 extra buttons in comparison to almost every new gaming mouse, coming at the expense of weight. But why do the buttons matter? I used to go to the office as technical support and use 3 monitors. One for notifications, staff chat, email, etc. Second, for work documentations to fill out and find information regarding software or product. And third, for remote access. Then, work from home was suddenly required. Like most people, I had a single monitor. To maintain the efficiency when working, I added macros to the extra buttons on the mouse. The DPI switches now move between desktops. The extra buttons allowed me to either create a snip or start recording screen, which required 2 different key combinations, one to launch, the other to start recording. And because the G900 was supported by G-Hub, get your mind out of the gutter, it's hub, not spot. I was able to create those complicated macros. And with application awareness, the macros change when editing. But how does it fare in gaming? Honestly, when I started moving to lighter mice, I thought it would help improve my aim. This, however, is not the case, as I was extremely used to the G900, but I forced myself to use another mouse, go through aim labs to retrain that muscle memory, play mini games, and my aim became much better. Not that I'm really good. But returning to the G900 at 107 grams, the Pulsar Mini V2 at 55 grams is almost half the weight. But my aim was as good as using the 55-gram mouse. No change in the aim whatsoever. That's when I fully realized what I already knew. The gear was not my limiting factor, it was lack of skill. And in between training in aim labs and employing better tactics in the games I played, that skill was improved. It's easy to fall into the trap of, if I only had better gear. But just like any skill, gear only makes it easier to gain. However, it doesn't replace proper practice and experience, which I'll continue gaining. I'm still a gearhead, so I'll keep trying new gear like this, and I'll keep the G900 to make videos on YouTube, so subscribe, like the video, and have a nice one.